how much fiberglass did I use building my giant boat, in which I am currently? Something like 5 or 6 barrels full of resin, and then the appropriate amount of fiberglass to go with that, whatever that is. It was a lot. Have I thought about making a blimp or zeppelin? Yeah, totally. Totally, yeah. Fiberglass? Oh yeah. I'm not sure if or when that'll happen. I have a friend who used to talk about it a lot. I still kind of hope he builds one day. Am I concerned about the health hazards of working with fiberglass? Yes. So, I wear my thing. Unless it's really windy and I'm just doing a little bit and all the fumes blow away. But generally I wear the and I try not to get it on my skin. So I just try to be as safe as possible. But, there's always dangers. Hydrofoils? Oh yeah. I want to put hydrofoils on my current driving boat. Sort of have that in the works. It's close to the top of the priority list. It's kind of like hovering right there. Oh, it's just a couple. Yeah, I'm almost working on it. Do the locals see my adventure builder symbol and think I'm a pirate? This symbol here? I don't know if you can see that. I don't know, maybe. It is supposed to be a little bit pirate-ish because I do consider myself sort of pirate-ish. See, when I thought about what a pirate was, many moons ago, I don't think pirates were generally, thieving, murdering, horrible people. I think there's a pretty good chance that a lot of them were just like me and wanted to get away from a lot of government rules that didn't make sense. So they went and lived out on the sea where they could get away from a lot of that stuff. And I'm sure the governments didn't like that because they like to control people. So they would put a big spotlight on the murdering, thieving pirates and say, look, all these people, they're just like these evil pirates. Do I miss Canada? No. What's the one thing I've always wanted to build but haven't for whatever reason? Oh man, I could give you a list of like 1,000 things. Well, the first thing I think of though is a super strong mega suit. So, you get into this suit, this metal or fiberglass suit, and it augments your strength a lot. And I wouldn't even need it to have its own power source so I could like go traveling off. I just want it to be like, where I'm building stuff. Because then I could lift huge stuff. Like I could go out and do all this mega digging with my huge mega power suit. And just plug it in. Oh, and do I have any plans to build the biggest and most complex thing I've ever built? And if so, what would it be? I really want to build like a giant walking super mega fortress that's also amphibious now that I'm by the water. I always kind of imagined it being amphibious anyway. Amphibious means it goes in the water too. But yeah, I want to build a giant mega fortress robot. And I haven't yet because that's going to take a lot of resources, time, materials. Yeah, mostly time and materials. A lot. When am I planning to build an underwater fortress? I don't know, but I've got this amazing bay right out there that's perfect for that. And last week I did a test. My brother came to visit and a couple friends. It was awesome. But we did a little test of like a 3-foot half dome diving bell in the water. And it was like going under the water and coming up inside a bubble. I guess I've never actually done that before. It was a really awesome experience. It was way cooler than I was expecting. So that just doing that and playing with that a little bit moved the underwater fortress up a few notches in the priority list. So hopefully within a couple of years I'll have like a significant sized underwater thing, habitat, whatever. When am I planning on adding giant fiberglass walking legs to my new boat home? The same time you're gonna build that Zeppelin, mister. Yeah, it's the same guy. I don't know, I think I'm probably not gonna put legs on this. I think I want to build a whole new thing with the information I learned building this. Yeah. I want to build a whole new thing. What animals do I plan on having on my island? Well, chickens, and then we've had some discussion of cows, goats, pigs. I'm perfectly comfortable murdering animals to eat them, so that's all fine. I wouldn't eat meat if I wasn't comfortable killing it myself. I think it would be kind of hypocritical otherwise. Do I have a farm on my island? Yeah, I planted a whole bunch of food along the wharf, and then I started things on the island, but there wasn't much there to begin with. And I just bought these other 2 islands. There's already a giant mango tree and a couple other little fruit trees. Nothing real good yet, but yeah, I don't have a ton of food that I'm getting right now, but it's starting. So hopefully within a year, I'll be getting a lot of, like, bananas, obviously. I planted a lot of those. They look like they're doing really well. And then papayas and apples and these salad plants. They have edible leaves. And, I don't know, lots of other stuff. Pineapples, lots of fruit. Fruit grows like crazy here. It's awesome. Oh, and yucca. I'm growing yucca, which is like tater tots when you fry it. Where do I get fresh water? Well, it rains a lot here. Something like 300 inches a year, so that's an average of almost an inch a day. Now, sometimes it'll go, 2 or 3 weeks without raining, but that's kind of a rarity. Generally, it rains fairly steadily. It's really nice when it rains at night and then it's all sunny in the daytime. But anyway, from rain, and there is a reliable amount of it. I do also have plans to build this artificial spring on the island by using the concrete seawall as like the container, sort of, kind of like the clay layer in a natural spring, and then just having a hole in the concrete wall so water filters through the ground in the island and out this one hole. But generally from